This car finally comes on around and comes on the side of us, and it's Victoria and I don't know whether it was Molly Holly, I'm not sure, but it was a Victoria and some other girls. But anyway, Victoria gave us the time to thrill of our lives by rolling down the window, and she mooned all of us.
Here's an old name from WWE that you haven't heard in a while, and that is Victoria. She appears to be back with WWE. She has posted to X saying, quote, "Here it is, my big announcement. I signed a nostalgia contract. I am so excited and honored that WWE reached out to me about this. It's a true honor to be a part of the WWE universe again. It doesn't mean I won't be hopping back in the ring, but never say never. It does mean, though, I will be included in future things such as video games and maybe some new official merch." So now we have Victoria back in WWE. Bill, good news, huh?
Yeah, it's great news. Great news. I love her to death. She's terrific. She still works at some of the indies. She's a trainer as well, and pro wrestling has always been her life. So yeah, this is great. It's funny when you call it a nostalgia contract, because it used to be called a Legends contract. It might be the same thing. I don't know.
I wonder.
But yeah. I think this is a great idea to have her in there. And I wondered what took you so long?
Well, it could have been a change of the environment again. I mean, you just never know, right? Hey, Teddy, let me ask you this. You had some time. I know that you have a road story. I've heard you tell this story once before to me privately. Can you tell this road story about Victoria? Come on. It's a good one.
Oh, I got to hear this.
First thing, let me say congratulations to Victoria. She's,
yes.
Well deserved. She's one girl that I had the opportunity to work with for a long time now, and she always busted her butt with everything that she ever done. She was always a lady, and just just a great person.
Yes.
Well, one night we were driving to another town or somewhere, I guess. And anyways, we kept seeing this car come up behind us, like it was going to ram us. So we couldn't figure it out. So finally, this car finally comes on around and comes on the side of us. And it's Victoria and I don't know whether it was Molly Holly, I'm not sure, but it was a Victoria and some other girls. But anyway, Victoria gave us the time to thrill of our lives by rolling down the window, and she mooned all of us.
Oh,
oh, that's
great. You know
great.
what her favorite song is, Mac?
What's her favorite song?
Moon River.
Of course.
Well, congratulations to Victoria. We're happy that she's in there.
Yeah, man. Congratulations to her.
Teddy, do you know if they changed the name? Is there something different than a Legends contract called nostalgia contract, or are they one and the same?
I've never heard of that. All I know is the Legends contract.
Because when I first read nostalgia, just like Bill said earlier, I was like, it must be something new, or they've changed the name, one or the other. But
who knows?
Yeah. All right, it looks like we will be getting another match between Sami Zayn and Gunther. The difference this time be for this world championship. Bill, we'll see this.
Well, I think we'll probably see it at Bad Blood. Sami Zayn challenged Gunther in the ring at Monday Night Raw recently, and Gunther, who never turns any match down, said no. And it turns out that Sami Zayn is the only man to have beaten Gunther definitively before. So is Gunther scared? Is Adam Pearce going to have to order this to happen? No, I think it's going to happen at Bad Blood in Atlanta, Georgia, in October. And I think it'll be a good. I was surprised to see Sami Zayn come back. Nobody knew he was coming back. He looked refreshed. He looked like he was eager to go.
Teddy, do you think that here? I'm trying to do this politely, but there are a lot of people who feel like Gunther losing to Sami Zayn at any point is a huge mistake. What do you think?
It's not real.
Right.
It's entertainment.
That's all I gotta say.
Check out BrainBuster, the daily quiz that tests your WWE knowledge with winning streaks, stats, and more. It's time to see if you're up for the challenge.
Bill, anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? Wait a minute. I want to talk about the Bill Apter Legacy Award.
Oh,
this
okay,
is coming up.
you.
We gave away the first one last year. It's the Sportskeeda Bill Apter's Legacy Award. It was the first one last year to Undertaker, who was the recipient. Yeah. And before I can get into kind of finding out where some other names may be coming from this year, what are the requirements for this, Bill?
Basically, a legend who pretty much doesn't wrestle anymore. But the fans, whenever there's a discussion about professional wrestling, and the person can still be in the business, but not a performer, and a fan of someone that is still a force in the pro wrestling business. And when people sit around and they discuss wrestling, this person's name always comes up.
Teddy,
so who would each of you possibly pick as this year's Legacy Award that we gave out last year to The Undertaker in November, and this November we want to do it again?
Teddy?
I just don't know right now.
I mean, off the top of my head, I'm thinking, well, you got like Hulk Hogan. You've got a Sting out there. You've got a Dusty Rhodes, but they got to be living. Is that what you said, Bill?
Well, to hand it to them, yes. Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it needs to be somebody who's still alive. Okay, so
still alive and could be still be involved in the business.
Names I'm thinking of like Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Teddy. Anything? I'm trying to think of other ones right now, and I'm not sure of some other names that big right now that I can come up with. No. You either? And Bill, what's some of the names?
Somebody suggested Triple H.
Well, Triple H would be another one. Yeah, Triple H would be another one. Anybody really from that Attitude Era that was a world heavyweight champion really should be included somewhere along in the thoughts, at least, because they're still around and they're still, and let's face it, the Attitude Era, where of course Undertaker came from, is the era that everybody remembers right now. When you think of the best right now, that most people would go to the Attitude Era, and if you're a little bit older, you'll go into the WCW, NWA days, but most people go to the Attitude Era. So it has to be somebody from there.
If you're going to do that, stick with the Attitude Era, then there's no way for you not to recognize The Rock.
Wow, yeah, that's true. The Rock would be another great one, and he's still a performer.
Right, he's still performing.
So it can't be that.
But since it's the Apter Legacy Award, we can bend the rules a little bit to make it a person that has brought fans back to or into wrestling, and The Rock is perfect, and so is John Cena.
Yeah, but John Cena, he's still going to be a full-time performer through 2025, so you may want to hold off on that one. But The Rock is just a part-time. He just kind of pops in. He's not a full-time performer to me, so I think he could fall in that category easy. And I think you're right, Teddy. I think The Rock would be a great choice. Bill, anybody else you're not thinking of?
Mac, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, if you think about it, here's a guy that started the Attitude Era.
True. Right. We got Stone Cold Steve Austin too. Let's not forget that name. Wow, that just hit me too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Steve was right. Well, Steve, basically him and Rock are right there. Those are the two guys that made the Attitude Era work. Yes. Yeah, you gotta put Austin in there. Jesus.
Wow. Yeah. That's Bill. You got a lot of pressure on you.
The Rock is still involved at this point. Stone Cold is not.
So that makes Stone Cold closer to the one you're looking for.
Yeah.
How's it chosen? Who's it chosen by, Bill?
The staff of Sportskeeda.
So the staff at Sportskeeda, we've given you a bunch of names. You can knock around there.
No. Last year it was very easy. They asked me who I think it should be, and there was no second thought. The Undertaker. It was the first thought, and they also.
So let's make up our minds right now, Bill. Who is it? You can't give out that name yet.
Can't do it.
Do you have somebody already in mind? Is it somebody that we've actually talked about on the show today?
Well, no, I haven't. That's why I'm asking here, and I'll also do that on Unscripted with Chris Featherstone and see what he comes up with. But when Teddy brought up The Rock, that's kind of settling in my head quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I agree with Teddy. I think there's one name, the biggest name out of everybody we've talked about. No offense to anybody that we didn't mention, but The Rock does seem like the perfect fit for what you're looking for.
Yes.
Maybe I will put it to the committee over at Sportskeeda.
All right. Anything coming up we need to talk about, Teddy?
No, everything's on the down low.
By the way, if you want to hear more road stories like Teddy told earlier about Victoria and getting mooned as she went by in her car, you can go to Road Trip After Hours. We're on YouTube. We drop every single Friday. And, of course, you can get us anywhere you download your favorite podcast. Bill, what's happening with you?
That might have been attractive, but I was once mooned by the Blue Meanie. It just...
That was probably a whole different look.
No,
you probably saw craters in the Blue Meanie.
Yeah.
We have the International Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame coming up. You and I are hosting that, Mac Davis, and
looking forward to that. This should be a good weekend. And of course, you're getting an award that particular night too. That's the Excelsior Award. So we're looking forward to seeing you receive that as well.
I told you I'm drinking a lot of seltzer before it.
Okay, there we go. It's time to end the show already. All right, I'm Mac Davis. That's WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and of course, pro wrestling journalist Mr. Bill Apter. We'll see you again next week.
See you.
Players.
Yeah.